So it's time for 2XKO's Alpha Lab and you want to play some Illaoi. Well, I've got you covered with this simple 3-minute character guide. We aren't going to cover all of her attacks and how they interact in detail, but I'll give you a reason to play her, some of her best moves to get started with, and a basic game plan. This guide was made during the Alpha Lab playtest, so if you're watching this far in the future, check out the pinned comment where an updated guide will probably be. Let's get it. Illaoi is the tentacle-wielding muscle mommy of 2XKO. She may seem daunting to play at first, but using her to the best of her ability can be incredibly gratifying. Illaoi hits like a truck and has some of the best feeling moves to land in the game. Her gameplay revolves around summoning your tentacles, pressuring opponents, and scooping them for having the nerve to block your daunting pressure. She's a champion that rewards a very creative and knowledgeable player, so sticking with her long term will yield great benefits. If this all sounds like fun to you, then you're the perfect candidate to play some Illaoi. The tentacles can be a bit complicated, so stick with me. Many of Illaoi's attacks spawn tentacles on the ground that can be activated by other attacks to hit your opponent. The puddle indicator on the ground around the tentacle signals its range for certain attacks. Tentacles disappear when they are used and can also be destroyed by the opponent hitting them. The easiest ways to summon a tentacle is with S2, a forward moving attack that's also pretty quick, and forward S2, an overhead slam attack. Forward S1 is Riptide, a forward moving attack with really solid range that also has a 3-hit Rekka. The first hit of this move is a really solid neutral poke. If a tentacle's out during this move, it will also follow up with a little attack. Down S1 is an anti-air that also brings in an already existing tentacle to allow you to combo after. Down back S1 is a command grab that originates from a tentacle. This only works if your opponent is standing directly on top of one of your tentacles. When Illaoi gets multiple tentacles on screen, she can really start cooking. Use her down S2 super to summon 2 giant tentacles that will allow for terrifying pressure strings. Any tentacles on the screen will also become giant for the duration of the attack. The super expires when Illaoi or her partner gets hit, so be mindful of opponents trying to jab you out of it. If the super ends naturally, it will leave behind a tentacle. With Illaoi, your #1 priority is getting a tentacle out. She doesn't have the best neutral in the game, so she's not a bad pick to start off as an assist. Her forward S1 assist will have her charge in and summon a tentacle. She then can be handshake tagged in to begin pressure. Make sure to turn every opening into pressure by summoning tentacles and activating them with your S1 specials. Look to scare your opponents into blocking your big brooding tentacle pressure, then scoop them up with your command grab. If you found this guide helpful, I'd really appreciate a like from you and maybe your partner who you're about to absolutely carry. There are guides for every other character on the channel, so maybe send them this way so they can get good too. Lastly, if you've got a few more minutes, check out this video for a few tips and quick run through of some 2XKO system mechanics. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.